Mate, take you back when you first arrived at Rhinos. What were your initial thoughts on the club?
Yeah, really good facilities. Everyone was very welcoming when I first arrived, and yeah, it was. I was very excited to be here, and I was looking forward to the challenges that we're just about to take. And looking back on it now, it was a good year. It had its challenges, but yeah, it was a good year, and I enjoyed it.
And it was into the new year when you first arrived. You had to really hit the ground running when you got here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, straight away, we were straight into it from the moment I got here, straight into Spain and straight into a training camp that went for a week. But it was a good introduction to the squad and to meet all the boys and yeah, to get prepped on what was going on for the year.
Was that an important week for you to spend some time away from the sort of training environment with the boys full time?
Yeah, I think it was perfect for a new guy coming into a new squad to get to know everyone on a personal and a deeper level than I probably would have otherwise. So yeah, it was kind of fast track things a little bit for me. So it was really good.
And then your first taste of Emerald Headingley was the Rob Borough game, a sellout crowd. What were your impressions for that?
Yeah, it was obviously a massive game, and the stands were packed, and yeah, it was something I'll never forget. My first experience at Headingley, so yeah, I'll treasure that forever.
Yeah, and a sellout game for a trial match. It must have really opened your eyes what was happening at Leeds.
Yeah, definitely. It was crazy just to see how passionate the fans are over here, and get the chance to run out in such a big match was something really special.
And then obviously lockdown come along, thousands of miles away from your friends and family. How tough was lockdown for you?
Yeah, it was very challenging, but yeah, we done the best we could. We tried to stay busy the whole time, so it wasn't too bad. We got to do a little bit of travel when we could once the lockdown and that eased, and got to see a little bit of England that we probably wouldn't have otherwise. So it wasn't all bad, but yeah, it was definitely challenging. And
then the return to training and the start of the season. Was there some uncertainty around then, wondering what the game was going to be like after lockdown?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was all up in the air there for a fair while. We didn't know when we were going back, how the season was going to play out, but we just took it the best we could. We just tackled it head on, and I think we done all right. I think.
Those first few games after lockdown and the new rules and new interpretations. Did you think that the game was going to get even tougher?
Yeah, it was a bit of a wake up call those first few games coming back after having so much time off. Yeah, I was definitely blowing those first few games, and it probably took me a good 3 to 4 weeks before I got the fitness back in the legs and the air back in my lungs. So yeah, it took a little bit of time to get used to the new game and the new rules.
And then obviously we go on the cup run and end up at Wembley. What are your memories of the build up to the final and the final itself?
Yeah, I just remember. Yeah, the build-up was huge, and the excitement around training was massive, and yeah, it was a very enjoyable week. And then obviously getting the win was something special, and yeah, the bus ride home from down London all the way back to Leeds was something I'll never forget. Yeah, sitting in the back of the bus with all the boys and having a few beers was something really cool.
Yeah, it's fairly unique. You've been fortunate to be involved with grand final wins over the NRL, but pretty much straight away after the game you're being pulled to various places to go to events and see other people and things like that, whereas that was you were all together for a long period of time.
Yeah, definitely. It was a pretty unique experience, and it was good that it was just the boys firstly back in the sheds, just enjoying each other's company, and after a year of not having too much to celebrate with COVID and the other challenges that we've been facing, it was pretty cool just to get to sit in the sheds and have a beer with the boys and then jump on the bus and do it all the way home. And
then one of the flip sides of the cup run was we ended up with this hectic schedule post Wembley. What did you make of that?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Yeah, it's a bit different playing every 3 to 4 days and trying to get back on the training pitch when your body's still sore and you're still fatigued, both physically and mentally. But like I said, we've thrown a few challenges all year, and I think we handled them pretty well.
How do you reflect overall on your first season at the Rhinos?
My first year overall on a pretty crazy kind of year, but yeah, I think I've done pretty well. But I'm excited for next year already, and looking forward to getting back on the training pitch with the boys, and hopefully we can have a better season next year.
Do you think, having got this season under your belt, that you'll be even better prepared for the challenges ahead in 2021?
Yeah, definitely. After coming over here, I guess not really knowing the style of football that's played over here and what to expect, and kind of having a feel for it now, I think I'll be able to be better prepared for next season.